today. From Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Trey Lance and the Denver Broncos
final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the second overall pick from BYU, now in his second season, Zach Wilson.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in Week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
Here's Wilson to throw right away. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson dancing to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving...
Mike Evans, he's going to go. Past the 20. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route?
Texans touchdown. Devin Singletary, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Myers connects. 7-0 game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On play action, Lance sliding out of the pocket. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Coleman will try up the middle. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. The Broncos 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Throwing his Lance on third down. Flushed out right. This is caught. It's Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Now, that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. He's got it. And the Broncos are going to be looking at a first and goal as he's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Coleman will take it in. Touchdown. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
They will run it. It's Fournette, and he'll get in, and they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there, because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks. This defense for the Broncos, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On is the punter long here as he sends this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The Lance going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. And they'll go for it. Lance. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Texans are going to get it back here just past the 35. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll go option to the short side. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Devondre Campbell, nice play to get in there and drop him. 4th down and on his Ty Long to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They begin with a run by Fournette. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lance, flush to his right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. this well upfield across the 45. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Lance looking to throw it. Forced out to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Out to his left. And that is incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Now Lance. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA.
But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Lance's throw caught by Bird here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a play fake. Lance rolling to his right. And Brown's got it for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he will get into the end zone. And it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. They make their second. Looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Singletary here running out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And they'll remain 2 scores back as this holds at a 9-point advantage. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fournette once more on second down. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches. They'll go with a big back Fournette. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Taken down at the 30.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. He was brought down by Foyesade Oluwakin.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Off of play action, here's Lance. He'll buy some time right. And it's caught. Touchdown. A.J. Brown. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Esker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense set to regain possession. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Man open, that's Chester Rogers. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Play action. It's Wilson. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down. Now Wilson. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
On second and very short, Wilson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Out to the left there and complete to Howard.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Wilson will throw again. Oh, good move. Got it complete to Rodgers. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line.
Wilson's throw there complete to Rodgers.
And down inside the 15 he goes. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down.
He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. This will be caught at about the 6. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. High throw, but he makes the catch. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
And Lance throws the interception, his 3rd.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And the Texans are right back in this football game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson.
And yet again, it's Howard with a catch.
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So this one will wind up a Denver victory.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for the Broncos, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week.
My Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr.